Ellarigu Namaskara, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all the sweet and supportive comments on my last video. I have a whole list of things planned for my long form content, but if you have any requests, please feel free to keep putting them in the comments below. DM me on Instagram if you aren't following me already. I have it in my description and also on my screen here, so make sure you follow me. Also, today's video is going to be a huge Nykaa, mostly like Nykaa stuff and few Myntra here and there, but mostly like stuff that you get in India. And the whole cart, pretty much 90% of the cart, was picked by you guys. So if you're following me on Instagram, you were part of this, and if you aren't, we'll be missing out on things like this. So make sure that you're following me on Instagram so you see all the behind the scenes, some content that you probably won't see living on the internet that's just for 24 hours. So make sure you go follow me there. I just want to plug that in. But today's video is going to be, like I mentioned, I have a lot of stuff from India. I had someone coming in, so I was so excited to place a huge order. And I'm ready to share this haul with you guys, like an old school haul. I feel hauls. I love watching hauls. I love watching makeup hauls, candle hauls. Clothing haul is not my favorite because I'm not a fashion person. But makeup, beauty, skincare, like cookware, oh my god, things like that. I love watching hauls, especially long form content. I am in for it. And I've been binging so many Indian creators just to make this list, but I was so confused, which is why I went on to Instagram and I posted all these stories and I got polls from everybody to just make sure that I was picking what was most recommended by you guys. And that's what this haul is about today. So let's jump into the video. This whole base routine is also on my Instagram, so if you haven't watched it, go check it out. It's the ultimate Deepavali festive look and it'll not budge. Trust me when I say it's not gonna budge. I wore it in Vegas, I wore it for a bachelorette party, I wore this in Dallas, I wore this in California here. I wore it in basically different climates, different instances, different circumstances, and this makeup did not budge. It's going to stay put. It's like shellac cement on your face, but it feels like nothing. It's not heavy feeling, but it locks in and it does not move. And no, I didn't use Charlotte Tilbury setting spray or the one size setting spray to make it last longer. And that, I think, is the key. So make sure you go watch the video over on my Instagram. I feel like I've plugged my Instagram 3 times already. So let's just get into the video. I'm gonna try to go in some form of an order, but let's start with some base products that I picked up. The first one, I had to pick up this product. I wouldn't pick up anything else like this. It was 100% had to get it. This is the L'Oreal 24-hour tinted serum, and I have the shade 3 to 4 light medium. If you're in India, you're very familiar with this product because it went viral when it released. You know what the sad part is? People in India tell that so many things are not released in India, shade ranges are not enough, blah, blah. But this is not released in the US. They have the other true match version, but they don't have the infallible version. I don't even see any ads. So I had to pick this up. I am so excited to try. A lot of you guys said please get the tinted serum. I cannot wait to do a first impression and a wear test. If you want me to do it in a long form YouTube content, I can do it. Or most likely I'll put it up on my Instagram, my short form content and or shorts. Tune for that, it's coming. But I am so excited to have this, and I think I did a pretty good shade match. I think this is going to be a really good match. Speaking along the lines of yet another unreleased product in the US is this Maybelline Lumi-Matte foundation. They released this in India last year in 2024, and I think it was 6 or 8 months later that they released it early 2025 in the US. And I was like, what is happening? How is Maybelline and L'Oreal launching products first in India and not in the US? Because it's usually the other way around. At least things are launched in India and US more or less around the same time. But I feel like right now things are changing so much that it's releasing in India first. The Maybelline Lumi Matte Foundation is available in the US, but they don't have these mini ones. This is so compact and so easy for travel. Now it's also great for trying. So if I do like it, I can maybe pick up a full size, but this is a great trial size. I know even the Maybelline Fit Me has a smaller version like this. So this is my plea to any brands. Please release minis like this. I would totally buy it just to try out the foundation. And I won't even feel sad if it didn't work out because I can just mix it in with other foundation. I just want to try this out. And I have the shade. I cannot see the shade. What is this shade? I will put it in the comments down below. As always, oh, it's right there on top. It's the shade 120. As always, check the comments because I mention all the products that I've talked about in the video and try to find links if there are links. So if you're interested, check the bottom bar for more details. But this is the shade 128. That was so much just for two foundations. The next product I picked up, I have seen Shreya Jain talk about this so much. She also put this in her recent empties. This is the K by Katrina HD Loose Setting Powder. I bought the shade Banana. I couldn't find the shade that she talks about, and I'm always in the same shade range as her. I couldn't find it, so I just picked up Banana because I thought it was a safe bet. And then I saw a video, I think she uses the shade Translucent. But when I actually opened it up, this is the shade of Banana, which is not too yellow. And considering I have got enough tan, this should match me. This is almost the same shade as Huda Beauty Bake Powder in the shade Peach Pie. It's very similar. Maybe this is a tinge more yellow. Maybe I should do a comparison video of that. But I was so excited to try. I have their HD concealer, I have their HD foundation, and now I have the whole base routine down. Maybe it's also time to do a full phase of K by Katrina products, because let's be honest, in 2025 they've not released one thing that I wanted to get my hands on. They've been so boring. Feel like they're falling into the same rut that Lakme was 10 years ago. They're falling back into Lakme rut, and I want them to realize it soon and start advertising, launching great products, launching great shade ranges, because let's be real, their last few releases in 2025 have sucked ass. They're so bad. I was not interested. As much as I was interested in their cushion foundation, I didn't see any review and I didn't want to pick it up because I also can't return it. It's not even within a window where I can return it if I get the shade wrong or anything. So I was just like, I don't want to fuss with it. So I just got this powder. This is not new by any means. I've just been eyeing this for far too long, so I picked it up. We can't do good makeup if we don't have good tools, and I had to pick up two tools from two separate brands. I am a Mars fan. I love Mars brushes. I spoke about them in my previous video as well. I will link it up in an iCard if you haven't seen it yet, but I saw this and I thought it was so interesting. This is their ultra thin foundation. This is BRF11, and this is a paint brush, and you essentially paint on your foundation, and it's supposed to get into the crevices in your nose. You can clean out your lip with this product with a concealer under the eyes. There's a lot of different use cases for this. And if you've seen any of newest Tati's launches, she has her own brand called Details by Tati, and this paintbrush was one of the brushes that she had in her set. So I saw this, it was something really interesting. It was so inexpensive, so I ended up buying this. Let's see how it goes. And the other product, which so many of you guys that were watching me on Instagram voted for, this is the PAC 219 concealer brush. I have seen so many Insta influencers use this, and they say this is a great concealer brush. This is generally not the kind of concealer brush that I go for. The ones that I have are dense, they are pointy, they're kind of like a kitten's paw, so it's easy to get in this inner corner and within the fine lines under my eyes. This is more rounded, less dense, so I'm just curious to see how this is. I've seen so many people use this, so I was just like, I have to give this a shot, and it was in stock, which was a big deal. I've been trying to get this product for the last 2 years, and this is the only time it was in stock. So I instantly added this to my cart. I have the base, I have the tools, and now I wanted something for my eyes, and this was so hard. Mars had so many new launches. This Beauty had new launches. There were so many brands. I feel like every time I go onto a Nykaa app or a Myntra app, I'm so overwhelmed because they have stuff everywhere, and I want to click on everything. But I just watched a whole bunch of my explore page and seeing what people have been talking about, and some Indian YouTubers that I've been recently watching, and I picked these things up. The first thing that was highly recommended was this product. Initially, I wanted to buy the Renee's Midnight Coal because that was something that I've heard people talk about time and time again. Again, that was in stock, but every time I wanted to get it, it was never in stock. And then people recommended me this product. This is, I think, Faye Beauty's newer launches. This is their Faye Ideal Intense Kajal. I picked up both. I picked up the shade Black Sesame, and this is the shade Brown Sugar. The Black Sesame is what is already on my eyes. I'm sorry, I could not wait. I had to rip it into the boxes and see what it felt like. I have my thoughts on this Kajal, which I'll reserve for a different video. I've already tried it. This was highly recommended, but literally, Faye Beauty won the poll by leaps and bounds. Nobody even tried to convince me to get the Renee Midnight Kajal anymore. Everyone's like, go Faye Beauty, so I picked it up. I feel like the only disappointment I've had with Faye Beauty is their lip liner, and not in terms of the product, the packaging itself, which failed me because the product inside broke because of it. But otherwise, everything I've tried from Faye Beauty, I've absolutely loved, and I don't want to say more. You'll have to wait and watch my review on these two products. This product was something that was recommended to me by one of you guys in my comments, and I also saw a whole bunch of reviews on this. I watched reviews on pretty much every single product before I bought it. Most of the videos that I watched and the comment itself, I'll try to put the comment on the screen. Most of them said that this is an Indian version of Fenty's How Many Carats in the shade Diamond Bomb, which if you, it's my ultimate favorite high-end product. It's one of those things that I think is worth investing in, especially if you're brown skin. It looks so good on every part of your body. This was a product that everyone said is a sister of or an equivalent to the Fenty Diamond Bomb if you cannot get your hands on it. This is the Simply by Namrata Soni Pixie Dust, and this is in the shade Starlight. Haven't used this. I was dying to swatch it, but maybe I want to do a side by side comparison to Fenty first. We will see about that. Again, if you want to see all those videos, I put a lot of that on short form content instead of long form content because it's good enough for short form content. But if you want any long form content for any of this, I'm happy to do it. I'm going to cater to your needs. So, this is something that I picked up in the end in a whim. Let's see how it goes. I'm excited to see if this is going to be a dupe for Fenty because that would save you so much money. This is another new launch and I had to get my hands on it. Let's be honest, I wanted every single shade, but I was like, do I though? So I ended up only buying one. Then this is the one that I wanted the most, and this was out of stock. Now, Myntra didn't have it, and then I had to get it through Amazon, and also so inexpensive. This is the Mars Starlight Pot Eyeshadow, and this is in the shade 01. This is a taupey shimmer. This whole packaging reminds me of the Kulfi Beauty Zari eyeshadows. I have only one, and I love it. The shade Sona Sona is so good for Wali and even rest of season from October to December. That eyeshadow is going to get me through. But this, in terms of packaging and the weight and everything, reminds me of the Kulfi Beauty product. But this is the actual product. You can't really fully see. I wanted to open this with you guys. Oh my god, that is the shade of the eyeshadow. If you have like brown or black eyes, holy moly, that is gonna pop on your eyes so much. I saw innumerable, inexplicable number of videos about this, and I was drooling over the swatches of this product, so I had to pick it up. I am going to say right off the bat, I'm going to make this judgment call. I think you can buy this blind. This is a good blind buy because, oh God, Mars products, when it comes to anything colored that I've tried so far, be it eyeliner, lip liner, lip glosses, any of those things, I think they know, they got it down. They know how to do it right. And I don't think this is going to be an exception. So I think you can get this as a blind buy, especially for the festive season. Again, I have the shade 01. I think they have 6 or 8 shades. We did eyes, we did base, we did brushes. I only picked up one blush, surprisingly, and this was the only blush that actually caught my eye. Everything else, I felt like I had shades in it, and this was very unique to my collection. So I picked this Nykaa blush stick, and this is one of their newer shade launches. And they launched this Get Cheeky blush a whole year ago at this point, but I think this is a recent addition to their whole collection. The shade that I have is Mauve. I already opened this yesterday just to see if the shade that is shown on Nykaa's actual shade, because if you like, Nykaa doesn't get their shades right on their website. They put whatever they want on their website. So I was so curious to see if this is going to be what it is on the website. This is what it looks like on the website, and this is what it looks like in terms of the shade itself. This is a very accurate match to what they've shown online. Thank God. I was really hoping that it would show up as purple as it is on their website, and it is. So I am very excited to try for fall and now winter season. This is going to be the ultimate cozy cold girl blush. I picked up all of this. How could I not pick up lipsticks? Fay Beauty, Mrucha Beauty, DM Beauty, Kiro. I can go on endless amount of how much lipsticks I have on my wish list on Nykaa. And then again, I polled this on my Instagram, and these are the lipsticks that I was recommended by you guys to pick up. Pretty much that's what I picked up. I did some lipsticks as well as some lip balms because I was very interested to try some lip balms. So let's do lipsticks first. I have 4 lip shades. The first one I have, which I saw so many people talk about, saying this is a dupe for Makeup Forever lip liner in Anywhere Caffeine or Wherever Walnut or Limitless Brown. I don't know, one of those shades. This is the Color Chemistry Lip and Cheek Crayon, and this is in the shade Terracotta. I know this is not an Indian brand. I did some research. This is made in Czech Republic. This is not an Indian brand, but I don't know if you get this in the US. First of all, I was so disappointed. What is this tiny miny packaging? This is for a lip and a cheek tint or whatever, crayon or whatever. This is tiny. This is smaller than my hand. You see my and this, and the cap adds a lot more weight to it. The pencil itself is actually much smaller, and I was disappointed. Second, look at the shade. It definitely looks like it'll be close to Wherever Walnut or Limitless Brown. More likely Wherever Walnut, not Limitless Brown. But Makeup Forever looks so good, right? But look at this shade. It looks so different. And you know what the worst part is? It looks so orange on me. I don't know why. For some reason, it looks so orange. It does not look this beautiful mauve shade. When I put it up on my lips, it looks so orange and warm. I think this would be a great cheek product, but as a lip product, like, does not show up like this on my lips, and I am so disappointed. And it also has this weird plasticky crayon smell. Like, remember this crayon smell like in the day in my school when I used to play with crayons? This smells exactly like that, which is very concerning for me. Can I put this on my face? Can I put this on my lips? I don't know. It's very concerning. Unfortunately, I feel like this is one of those hyped products that did not live up to the hype. I tried this today and I'm very disappointed. It is not at all what I saw online. So I think you can skip this. If I change my mind, I will let you guys know. But so far, I am very disappointed in this one product. Thank God it was not too expensive. I actually don't remember how pricey it was. It was also out of stock, okay? So I had to fight and wait to see if stuff was online to get that shade. So I'm like disappointed. Okay, more lip products. I haven't actually swatched any of this. I bought the Insight lip crayon and this is in the shade Chai Spice. If it looks anything like this, I am going to be so happy. I haven't tried any of this. I haven't even opened. I just wanted to see this with you guys. Ooh, this brown looks so good. Now let's try swatching it. Oh, yes. Let's try. Oh my god, look at that shade. Oh my god, look at that shade. It's such a beautiful brown and this is going to work great as lip liner. I feel like this lip liner, this like is what I thought this color chemistry one would be for me. I can't wait to put this on and then try it out. Again, this is the shade 10 Chai Spice. These inside lip tints, lip crayon, whatever this is the inside lip crayon. These are also so inexpensive, but they keep going out of stock. They keep going out of stock so often. I feel like I should have picked up a couple more shades of this, but I'm happy I picked up this shade. I really love this shade. Okay, I feel like I want to try to get the rest of it quickly because I don't want to sit here and swatch everything. And then I picked up two lipsticks from Kiro Beauty. I did a poll between the two of this and actually the shade one, but I was still interested in buying both, so I just bought both. I'm sorry, but this is the only one where I didn't follow the poll. Bought the Kiro Beauty Non-Stop Airy Matte Liquid Lip, and this is in the shade Barely Brown. First time. I want to see what it looks like. Oh, she looks beautiful. But is that brown though? Okay, it's brown. Looks beautiful. I can't wait to put this and make like lip combos. Oh, this is going to be so pretty for the fall. Good choice. Most of you voted for this. I understand why. And the other shade that I picked up, this is the Key Velvet Mousse Texture Effortless Lipstick. I think this is one of their newer releases, and I got the shade O2 Rose Taupe. This is what it looks like on Nykaa, and I hope this matches what it looks like. Moment of truth. Oh, okay. Does look very, very similar. This is the color that I thought in my head as well. Again, this is the shade Rose Taupe. This is my ultimate, like, easygoing lip. I'm excited to put that on my face. Lips. Okay, two products. I picked up three lip balms because, again, India is just like showering with so many lip balms and lip variety options. I picked up three of these. The first one is the Deconstruct Brightening Lip Balm with SPF 30. I mainly picked this up because it had good reviews, but I don't trust Nykaa good reviews. And it also had SPF, which SPF was my main factor. That's why I picked this up. The other one that I picked up is the Tipsy Beauty Pout Polish Lip Treatment, and this is in the shade Raspberry Lollipop. I am very excited to try this. Raspberry is going to be a great shade for the fall and a great tinted lip balm. Hopefully, if the formula is right and everything, I know the color is going to be great. I hope the formula is great as well. TBD on this, and I know this comes with a metal tip applicator. I don't know what's the use of it, but I'm gonna try it and keep you guys posted with the updates. And the last lip product, which I saw so many good reviews, I didn't know if I should trust it or not, but I saw YouTube reviews as well. This is the Earth Rhythm Lip Mask Intensive Lip Plumping Treatment with Peptides. I don't know if this is the one with the shade or if this is the clear one. I just got whatever was in stock, so let's see how this fares. Okay, these are last two products. We'll get through this quickly. This was another thing that was highly voted by most of you. I was confused between the Fay Beauty Milky Toner and the Hyphen Milky Toner. And by leaps and bounds, Hyphen Milky Toner won. It was a very obvious win. This Hyphen Ceramide Toner Essence for all skin types. I love the packaging. I love the color. I already opened it yesterday. I will reserve my thoughts again for a different video. I'm making a full long form video about all the toners I have, and I want to put this up against some of the Korean toners and the American toners that I have. So stay tuned for that. That will be coming at some point. But I did pick this up, and I'll just say that you guys are right. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Alrighty, last product, which I think this is the most excited thing I am about this entire thing. I didn't know India had so many new perfume brands coming out, and some of them are actually duping all your high end, expensive brands. And I think this brand dupes, I don't know, I haven't seen them to advertise themselves as dupe for high end brands, but they call themselves affordable in scent brand, something along those lines. If you don't know, this is Muse Beauty, and I picked up their layering kits. I picked up two of them. I actually opened one of those. I haven't like any of them, and I could already like I smells like when I walk into Macy's, I feel like this is what it smells like. And all of these are testers. I don't know which one to buy. They had so many. These things go out of stock all the time, and I ordered this as soon as it came in stock. Like I had myself signed up for it. So as soon as it came in stock, I ordered this immediately. These are all actually I haven't opened any of these. Oh, okay. These are all like mini that you can test out. This is the shade Buried Marshmallows. I think this is one of their newer releases. They had something with passion fruit, they had something with espresso martini. I was drooling through my screen, but I'm so happy I picked this up. I cannot wait to try these. I'm gonna keep you guys posted either on Instagram or here on YouTube and or short form content. So you will see more about this. And then this is another layering kit. I think one of them is like a gourmand layering kit, another one is something else. I don't know. Let's just pick up one of this. Oh, this is Vanilla Goddess, which this might be a dupe for the Burberry Vanilla Goddess because this also has lavender, vanilla, cream, cacao, and ginger. I can't smell it. I have to spray it to smell it. And then they also have like a pistachio one. This is the whipped cream pistachio. I have the Kayali pistachio, so I don't know if this is going to be identical to that. But I am so excited for an perfume brand to have this. The only thing I wish is that they don't try to copy American brands. I can copy American brands, but I also wish they have their own like sign that is like not copied. And that goes with most of the products because I feel like a lot of these are inspired or try to be equivalent to the Western products that we generally don't get in India, except for some brands and certain ranges. I really wish, other than copying and getting inspired by external ranges, I wish like do their own innovation, like when KB Katrina initially did it when they launched in 2019. But that's my small tangential rant. I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. What do you want long form content for? What do you want short form content for? What recommendations do you have for other India only products? Because I keep adding it to my wish list, and whenever someone's coming, I can just place my card on order. So that's kind of what I do. So if you have tried any of these, or if you think I missed out on something, let me know in the comments down below. As always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.